disastrous, nonsense, useless party.
Recently, Pastor Paul Enenche is the spiritual head of Dunamis Church. He said that Nigeria has not seen this kind and type of upside down election. And what he said to some people might incite violence and anarchy. In fact, right now, Nigerians are on their toes. Why? Because the results of the election are being put out slowly. They just want to know. They want to know who is the president of Nigeria, and that's it. Apart from those who are challenging results, claiming that some of the results have been falsified, we can only trust what INEC brings out. And you can also only trust what you think you saw in your polling unit. Now, there are cases of overvoting. There are cases of, we've seen several videos of terrible things happening. Now, Paul Enenche said something, and Femi Fani-Kayode reacted to it. He is the former Minister of Aviation. He called for the arrest of General Overseer of the Dunamis Church, Paul Enenche, over alleged inciting comments. Now, what did Paul Enenche say? Let us hear from his mouth what he said exactly.
Record-breaking turnout crowds. Our polling unit, maybe the crowd multiply like 10 times of what it has ever been, with multitudes of first-time voters. Unfortunately, the human demons in our country and their lunatic, mad agents in various parts of this country didn't allow for a peaceful and just process in those places. Video recordings of their misdeeds were flying from Lagos, from Rivers, from Kogi, from Anambra, etc., with thugs at the helm of affairs at certain units. Someone was saying, if you are not voting our party in a particular polling unit in Lagos, and the police was standing right there, leave here. What a country. I thought I had an order that every thug should be shot down at sight. There was a place where the gate was locked, and the thugs told the people, if you are not voting our party, their party, their disastrous, nonsense, useless 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 party, don't come in here.
Welcome back. Now, every citizen, individual, has a right, no matter how big your audience is. Although people with larger audience or people who have a big following or people whose words could either create a positive or negative impact, if you know what I mean, like pastors, like actors and actresses, people who have huge followership. That's what I mean. They have been cautioned most of the times to mind what comes out from their mouth, as this could create, problems. They've always told them to speak positive, but then how can you speak when you know that something is wrong and you have to speak? If they don't speak, people will say they are not speaking. They are afraid. Now they are speaking, you say, why are they speaking? Now, Femi Fani-Kayode is speaking at one of the progressive APC presidential campaign headquarters in Abuja. Fani-Kayode described Paul Enenche action as a disgrace to the Pentecostal Mission Society. The APC chieftain said Enenche outburst is an insult to so many pastors, particularly Pentecostals across the country and around the world. Fani-Kayode said the comments by the pastor on the ongoing 2023 election is a call to violence, is a call to anarchy, is a call to war, stressing that the likes of Enenche, they have private jets and will fly away, run away, and leave helpless Nigerians to face the political crisis that could come up. Now they are all afraid. They know that this election could create some tension that will result into war. Do not forget that there are some parts of Nigeria, there are some people who want breakup of Nigeria already. And Nnamdi Kanu is still in the custody of the DSS. And this election supporting Peter Obi, which the Southeasterners, particularly Igbos, are doing religiously, is more or less like it is our turn Some might call this sectional aggrandizement. You just want to support your own tribe, thinking that it will make your life better. But this man, when he gets in there, it's not going to operate or work because he's an Igbo man for you Igbos. He's going to step in there and do whatever it is that he wants to do. Some say they don't care. Is it not right that someone from the southeast, an Igbo man, steps in there as president once and for all? They said they should wait. After this, then an Igbo man will step in after 8 years. And they said, no, it's our turn. It's our turn. So people in the southeast, Igbos are doing this like it's a personal thing for them. That's just the truth, and that's the reality of it. And everyone has a right. That's how it's supposed to be. Do what you want to do. If you think tribe is what you need, if you think tribe aligns with your conviction and tribe aligns with the mandate that the person has presented, and you believe that this person is the right person for that position, then that's good. You should do what you need to do. So now, as it is, we know that majority of the pastors in Nigeria, majority of the top popular pastors in Nigeria, either they are, not doing anything or doing a lot. Some say that Peter Obi is the man that God has chosen, that they are going to pray for him to win the elections. And they have called the other two candidates. One said, one looks like the face of the devil, that he has the spirit of jackal inside of him. And they are referring to no other than APC presidential candidate Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And they said he doesn't even know what he's doing, that he's being used by certain elements to manipulate, to do this and that. They said a lot of things. That's coming from Pastor Chris Oyakilome. He said that Atiku Abubakar, what he saw a thief, he saw a robber, that he's going to sell Nigeria. And Atiku has said it, that he's going to privatize Nigeria, and that's it. He's going to privatize it and nothing more. That Nigeria will be privatized so much that, in fact, people say, so once you privatize the whole of Nigeria, what kind of contract will it be? It will belong to some other company somewhere. At the end of the day, Nigeria will be owned by other people. APC chieftain accuser Enenche of hate speech and issuing threats on the pulpit because his preferred presidential candidate is losing the presidential election. That's Peter Obi. Speaking further, Fani Kayode also berated the opposition party, People's Democratic Party, for trying to eat up the polity and intimidate supporters of the ruling party. We saw what happened there. Dino Melaye challenged INEC chairman and said, push me out, take me out. Who are you? I will do this and that. We will do that and that. And they had to stop a little bit and go for a recess. And finally, they came back again, and they are still spewing out the numbers, spewing out what they claim that INEC has in its database. He said, I was invited by the DSS for a tweet I made. We are all aware of that. We all know what happened. That, Femi Fani Kayode said that certain elements, he talked about a coup. And he said Atiku Abubakar and met with some military generals. And, he said there is a coup on ground, a coup plot. And the DSS invited him. So he said, we are all aware of that. Therefore, I see a Enenche outburst as an insult to so many pastors, particularly Pentecostals like himself. That is because when this violence they are calling for begins, they will run away and leave helpless Nigerians to face it. What the opposition is doing is trying to eat up the polity and intimidate our supporters. And, on social media, Peter Obi has a huge following. So you will not be surprised at the comments. People said, you are like your father. You will end up in shame and disgrace. They say, Mr. Man, shut your crap. They say, Fani Kayode, your end has come. They say, Fani Kayode, you are the disgrace. They say, you are a useless man. They say, you are on your way to perdition. They say, your stomach infrastructure will finish you. They say, you are a shameless political prostitute. They say, does FFK regard himself as a member of the body of Christ? You are an unstable man. They say, go for deliverance. You are possessed. Another one said, this political pastor, we don't have this type in the Bible. Someone can prove me wrong. Well, now they are beginning to go slowly into Pastor Paul Enenche. They say, what kind of pastors are these? They say Enenche is intoxicated with the money he's collecting from his church members. And they said that there are some huge amount of money that Peter Obi gave them for mobilization. How true that is, I don't know. But as it is right now, you can see that everyone has one thing or the other to say. Why? Tensions are high. What are your thoughts about this one? Let us know in the comment section below. Do not forget to like and share this video. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel if you are new here. Thanks for watching. See you next.